I'm Donald Hilliard Jr., and I'm the senior pastor of Cathedral International, Perth Amboy, New Jersey. And we want to encourage you to visit us at one of our amazing services in Perth Amboy at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m., in Asbury Park at 9 a.m., or Plainfield at 12:30 p.m. You know, there are so many things going on in the world. There are so many roads that you can take. There are so many answers that we seek and so many questions for which there are no answers. We do believe that you will find a friendly, welcoming face here at Cathedral, and we encourage you to bring the whole family. Come as you are. In these lazy, hazy, hot days of summer, come as you are, and together let us find hope in the midst of times and situations that seem hopeless. There is hope in Jesus Christ. God bless you. I look to see you, and in fact, come up and shake my hand personally and let me know that you saw this, and we will welcome you in a special way. Thank you. I'm looking for you. Come and see you soon. Some of you receive so much bad news and so many bad things in your life that the seed of unbelief and doubt has taken hold of your heart. And you've got to pull that seed out tonight, today. That root's got to be pulled out by the root. And you've got to now declare, I'm pulling out unbelief. Unbelief dies today. Doubt dies, because I cannot live the abundant life and live in doubt and unbelief at the same time. I cannot live in unbelief and doubt at the same time. I cannot live in fear and faith at the same time. I cannot live in Christ and live with the devil at the same time. I cannot live the abundant life and walk in meanness and holding grudges and jealousy and gossip and envy. I cannot do that. I've got to make sure that I have planted good things in my garden. I got to make sure that I planted a good dose of prayer in my garden. I got to make sure I planted a good dose of praise in my garden. I've got to make sure I planted the right seed in my garden, and I need to make sure the right soil is in my garden. I don't want my seed to die. I don't want my seed to be choked. I want my seed to grow. Clap your hands and say, grow, seed, grow. You got to have faith and believe God. When trouble comes your way and your hands are up and your back is up against the wall, you've got to know what you planted. So many folk leave church because they're mad with God, because they never stayed in the church long enough to get a good root in God. They got a good root in the usher board. They got a good root in the choir. They got a good root in the ministry. They got a good root in loving their pastor, but they never got a good root in loving the Lord with all their heart, their soul, their strength. You got to love God. When you got a good root in God, I want you to know, come hell or high water, my root is grounded. I'm like a tree planted, yes, Lord, by the rivers. I shall not be moved. You got to have a root that's stronger than doubt. You got to have a root that's stronger than fear. You got to have a root that's stronger than cancer, a root that's stronger than bankruptcy, a root stronger than unemployment. You got to make sure the root goes down into the ground of faith.